Welcome back to another episode of Black Girls Texting. It's your girl, Shade. Hey, bitches.
It's your girl, Charles Pinky.
I didn't know we were singing and I'm not prepared. It's Glenn. Oh, I kind of sang.
That was melodic.
Welcome back to another episode of Black Girls Texting. It's just Glenn and I today. Chelsea is in New York. She's got a lot going on. You know, our good sis. She touched down. She's been on the move.
She got to do some link ups. She got to gallivant. She got to touch the city. She got to see people.
So be like, sis, we're going to hold you down. Don't worry. We have an amazing guest. So stay tuned. And you might miss Chelsea, but this guest is... She's got a bold personality.
Yes.
So really, she could have just done the whole shit herself.
Literally.
It could have just been her fucking show. I'm going to jump into unread or reply. I actually don't have anything to leave unread this week. Briefly, I will leave that I really need to get my budget together and reinsert someone cleaning for me. Because, bitch, I was in the fucking shower, scrubbing hands and knees. Like, I'm over it. I'm really...
Girl, that's just something I'm not doing anymore. And, you know,
really
think about our guest. I don't know how she feels about doing work around the house, but I think she would approve of you, you know, getting some help.
But the thing is, support. Like... You know, my budget, there's a lot in there.
It's tight, yeah.
So I was like, you know, I got to pull something out. Like, what can I do on my own?
No, that's something I'm not doing.
And that got entered, but I think it needs to come back. At least for the like deep cleaning.
Yes.
I'll keep doing the surface cleaning, but I need somebody to come up in here and really help assist out, getting the nooks and the crannies. I really don't want anybody breaking their back. Truly, honestly, truly. I'm trying to get a lot of tools and doodads that I see on TikTok.
Like those like electrics.
Yeah,
things.
so that nobody got to be busting their back in that goddamn slippery bathtub.
No, that's true.
But yeah, because you know, we got to have the tiles, the grout, the nooks, the crannies. It got to be real clean.
Yeah,
so
it's a process.
I'm leaving that on red. If anyone wants to send me money, feel free.
She doesn't need your coin.
I do. Okay. I'm going to reply. I have 2 replies. I'm sorry. I'm going to be super quick. My first reply is to our party from last Sunday. It was so much fun. I had a great time. My boyfriend ended up DJing and I loved it.
Ate it up.
Because it's so sexy to like watch him in his element. And we just had so much fun. And then like just that night we were just vibing, like just, it was so great. I loved it. Such a turn on. And just like all of our friends, shout outs to B Major, shout outs to everyone that came, held us down. Just love our community. That was lovely. And I finally got in the fucking pool.
I know. Summer, midway through the summer.
I'm about to go this week because this is getting ridiculous.
No, I know.
Like,
I'm gonna try to go like Thursday. I gotta figure something out. I'm
seeing that as well. I'm gonna try to do that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Oh, but then we have that party we want to go to. So
I know. That's what just came to my mind. But like maybe we could go and have dinner there. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk offline. My other reply is, I think I talked about this a little bit on Ty's episode, but the New York Times just released like kind of just general census of how people are feeling about Biden and polls just the Democratic Party. And a lot of people aren't very pleased with Biden and they don't think they would vote for him in 2024. And, or is it 2023? One of them years. And a lot of it also discussed like people being more inclined to vote third party, which I really think like our generation needs to consider, because we're always like, oh, well, I'm just going to default to voting Democrat because I don't want Republicans to win. But I feel like it doesn't need to necessarily be that. Or even like voting for someone who you think might not win. Because ultimately, like if we all got together and didn't just align with the same old all the time, that actually would shift change. So I spent like an evening, like hours and hours, just like researching. I vote in Florida, actually. So just researching what the hell is going on down there, different candidates. Like, I really encourage everyone to do that in advance as much as you can. And if you want to like support someone that you want to vote for, get out and canvas, donate, spread the word on social media, like everything counts. So I'm replying to that because I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of just like frustration, and I've been like, what can I do? So I'm just trying to get more involved, aware, engaged, like, and it doesn't necessarily have to mean that you're like some expert on politics. A friend and I were talking about that. He's like, actually, that is a big tactic of like ostracizing people when they feel like, oh, I don't understand how everything works. Like, that's fine. Figure it out.
Right.
And if you got to re-educate yourself next year, do that again. And that's okay.
But just like take the steps.
Right. Yeah. Like, don't just get intimidated by all the different things. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I love that, Sade. That's interesting. I got to check out that article because that is very, I don't know, it's very interesting. It could be our generation. I mean, because we've been having this conversation since as long as I can remember. Since I've been a child, I've been hearing people saying, we always voting for Democrats, literally since I've been a child. And then I became of voting age, and I just started doing the same shit. I just fell in line.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, that's fascinating. I was also just going to reply to our party. Beautiful, just vibes. We're going to be bringing you guys more cute, fun summer things. So please look out for it. It was just a dreamy day. And then I'm going to leave on red. I am not going to name any names, but no, it's not even like that. I recently rejoined a gym in my neighborhood after canceling them because I was like feeling going to classes more, but I'm having trouble with the class schedule because people be putting shit on my calendar and I'm like, damn, I got to cancel the class. Now I'm fucking losing money. So I'm like, let me just join the gym where I can just, when I see what my schedule is doing, I could like pop over there, squeeze in a little workout really quick. This particular gym is so damn ratatata. I'm like, why is the man that's signing me up has bleach stains all over his damn shirt? Like, why
are you cracking his shirt for?
They all look mad, like not good. Like, I'm like, nah, it just was not good. And like people be in there working out in like all kind of boots and all kind of things.
Yours is a little more ratatata than mine. Ooh. I have like half ratata, half like Bushwick. So it's an odd blend, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'd be looking around like, ooh, like what is going on in here? I don't know. It was a very unique experience. That's all I got to say. But I will also add to that, the thing that's going to become not a challenge, but something that I think about is like the walk I have to take to that gym. I have to walk down a very bustling street, and I be in my little workout gear, and the way the people be staring at my body is wild. This man today came over to me and he was like, I'm an alpha. And I was like, okay. Like as in he's not a beta nigga.
Right.
And then he's like, and you could be my omega. And I was like, I just said nothing. I was just listening to my music. And then
that's pretty funny.
It was fun. That part was funny for a second. And then we like diverged. And then he was like, oh, and she got a big one. She got a big one. I was like, wow. That was also slightly funny, but also
that's when it becomes harassment.
It was harassment. Like a big, it was OD. So I'm just like, fuck, am I gonna have to start walking to the gym? Like, what am I gonna have to do just to walk to the fucking gym, bro? I gotta tie shirts around my waist.
Yeah.
Like, it's nasty. It's nasty.
You can also, I worked at my home gym today. I just have like a very simple, I don't know how to describe it, but it's basically one of those like benches. Yeah, it's a bench. Yeah. And then, well, none of this actually belongs to me. So when my roommate leaves, I'm going to have to get this on my own. But then he has these weights where as you turn it, it like adjusts so you can add weight, so you don't have to buy mad sizes.
Oh, that's smart.
And so I could do my little arms with my little 5 pounds and my legs with like higher weight. I got my little jump rope, my resistance band, because I didn't feel like walking to the gym today. It's hot as balls.
It was, walking there was a mess, and I'm in a fucking leggings burning.
And I just turned on my AC and I worked out in my little gym section of my home.
I know I have trouble working out at home though, because it just, well, I don't have the tools, so that could help. Yes, but I don't think I need to get like, I was actually talking to my coworker about this, that I could have left that shit on red, but that could be another conversation. Let me not forget the crazy things she was telling me about how much she loves Black men. Yeah, it was very, very unique conversation.
Troubling.
Yeah, a bit troubling, a bit disturbing. I love saying words like that. Mm-hmm. But we were talking about habit building, and she was talking about this book called like Atomic Habit, something like that. This man says his idea is that when you build a habit, it has to be as small as an atom. So like he will talk to people who say they want to read 40 books a year, but they are not readers. So he'll be like, why don't you just try to read 1 page a night? So like I think it wouldn't be atomic of me to order a whole fucking gym set that would then collect dust in the corner. I probably have to like get into the routine of doing exercises that are not lead or like not on a machine. And so I don't know, but I'm also looking into getting a trainer so they could show me how to use the gym properly, because I don't really know what I'm doing when I go in there, even though I try to do Chloe Ting girl. Nope, I found somebody else.
You don't like her?
I went to another girl's video. It was much better. I'll share it with the listeners if you want to know. I gotta find it. But it was
better than my good sis.
No, her shit is crazy. She'd be hopping around, like doing too many hops.
Oh, well, we can talk offline, but you gotta.
There's some non-hop ones. Yeah. I know, but I was just in there scrolling around, and I'm like, Lord, I gotta get out of here. Oh, child. Anything on the hotline?
This is short and brief. My niece is staying in Chicago right now with our aunt, her great aunt, my aunt. And my aunt is just like such an aunt. Like she sends like every photo, like every little thing she's doing. She's like, she started gymnastics today. She's at the pool. She's at the African festival. She's having 7-Eleven Slurpees for 7-Eleven day. She like every single thing she's doing. And if you all don't know this about me, I am obsessed with my niece. I sweat that little girl heavy. So I'm just like, oh my God, all the content. I'm like, wow, yes. And so I love it.
You're like, give us more. Thank you.
Literally, she just sent me
I'd be
pictures
starved of this,
of her Crocs. I'm like, yes, I love it. I need it.
Oh my God, she's so cute.
So it's hella cute. And the hotline is definitely blinging. Like she sends every photo. So, you know,
it's probably really bringing her a lot of joy.
Oh, definitely.
Visitors.
Definitely.
That's so cute. That's so cute.
Yeah, I love it. All right, y'all. It's time for the group chat. This week, our Black girl doing shit is a true baddie. We have Achieng Agutu, recognized as the Confidence Queen by Vogue. She's a change maker and an internet personality who has grown quickly and given her creative force, infectious energy, and charisma to us all. You've definitely seen her on the gram. You've seen her on all your social media. Her content empowers women to be the best version of themselves and has filled a massive gap in the self-love, self-confidence, and body positivity industry as a leading Black plus-size fashion and lifestyle creator. Achieng has given much-needed representation and visibility to women like her and adds crucial diversity in the digital sphere and beyond. Since beginning her journey, she has partnered with major lifestyle and fashion brands. Y'all already know, Valentino, Ivy Park, Marc Jacobs, Moet, among others. So we had to give you the flowers. Black girl doing shit in the flesh. Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you so much for having me here, you tantalizing sexy people. I'm excited.
We're so excited to have you. We're just gonna hop right in with a little game, little rapid fire. Okay. I'm just gonna throw out some topics. You're gonna answer some of them. Some of them are gonna be a this or that. Starting off very strong with your celebrity crush.
You know, I know he's overrated, but I really love me some
Yes.
Michael B. Jordan, all day, every day, anytime. I just love him. He is the man I want to be with.
He is so gorgeous.
Seems like he's available these days.
I know these days I've heard in the streets he's out and about. So
he's in need of a bosom.
Yes, to lay on.
to lay on, to catch his tears.
Honestly, so if y'all catch me in the streets with Michael, keep it shut. Don't say anything. Mm-hmm.
So another one, I don't know if you heard about this story. There's a Rhode Island state senator named Tiara Mack who recently got in some hot water for twerking. Did you see that?
No, I did not. Tell me more. I love this.
Yeah, so she was kind of like twerking, encouraging people to go to the polls, and she looked amazing. And she was out on the beach, but people were saying like it was inappropriate. Why is a senator twerking? The twerking is inappropriate.
I think Black women should be let to do whatever the fuck they want to do. Whatever position you are, even if you're the president of the United States, girl, twerk and get those girls to get the girls, the gays, the days to the polls. Like, what do you mean? I think people feel like if you are public facing and if you're hyper visible, you have to be this like Mother Mary vibe for the rest of the world. Honey, no, we're gonna live our lives the way we need to live. So, let her shake her ass for the girls to get to the polls. I'm here for that. Go vote. Yes, I love it.
All right, I got another one for you. How do you feel about dad bods on a man?
I love them. I love them. I love a good dad bod because the thing is that I always used to go for the super buff, chiseled gym bros, men. Is not the same. Like when you lay your head, I want to feel caressed. I want to feel embraced, loved, and vulnerable, as opposed to laying on a brick. A concrete wall. And like no shade to men who are like really putting in the work. Love y'all. Do your thing, stay healthy. But a dad bod really gets me going, really gets the pussy clapping. So yes.
Not clapping.
We like to call it fanny flutters around here and fanny pounds.
Oh, we call it pussy quakers here. Yes. Yes, it really gets the pussy quaking right here in these parts. So
you didn't need no icebreaker. You were ready.
Exactly. A couple more for you. What's your favorite physical feature of yourself?
I have to pick one.
I know. I bet it's hard.
No.
Can I just as in like I think all of me. I have really spent a really long time trying to love every ounce of my body. I would say like something that is really, thriving for me right now is my stomach. I used to have such a huge problem with the way my stomach looked. I felt like it looked like, just everybody was like, get this flat stomach, slim, thick. No, but it is just where life is. It grows, it like expands and contracts in a way that, it just gives me life. It reminds me of bread, like leavened bread, like bread is my favorite thing. If you don't love bread, babe, let's talk about that. But I feel like right now, my favorite thing is like my stomach, belly, fupa area. It is just so beautiful. It is plush. It is filled with art, with stretch marks, and it's just fabulous. So I would say right now my stomach, but in general, my entire body, because I'm absolutely beautiful.
That girl. Wait, Glenn, what's yours?
Oh yeah, I want to know.
Maybe like my lips, mouth, smile action area.
It's giving. Yeah, it's really giving like Colgate sponsored. It's giving. Right? Let's put that on a dollar bill right now. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah.
And yours, Sade?
I can't pick one. But my vibe right now is my back.
Ooh, especially in the summer.
It's done. I'm trying to have my back out, backless.
Please, no, like literally shoulder blades in the wind. back dancing in the wind. I really love that for you. So yes, support.
I like that. My vibe right now, right? Because we can love ourselves from top to bottom. But in this moment, I'm really feeling
yes.
that.
Yes.
That's cute.
Comes,
For the girls
with the
listening.
Seasons.
Exactly. Last one. What's the song that really gets you in your bad bitch bag right now in this moment? Maybe for the summer or for all time.
I really wished it was Drake's album, but it's not. As in, I think right now I've been really playing "You Won't Break My Soul."
I was like, you embody that song right now.
It really is giving that. I think right now it's just giving in everything that's happening in the world. I think that's very much giving bad bitch energy for so many people, as in for me, it very much is. So Beyonce, thank you so much. #love you.
Yes, song of the summer. You know what? It kind of brings me right into my first question for you. You have said that we can all use some extra enjoyment. And I feel like you really embody that whole I'm just living life energy. And you mentioned on your page that like when we need to lean into that extra enjoyment, it might take quitting a job, leaving a relationship, starting something new. And I'm curious for you in your own journey, what was a personal life shift that kind of got you into the space that you're in now?
Something is that I was in a space where I was just glamorizing suffering, I was glamorizing being in the depths of what I was going through, whether it was my job, my friendships, my relationships.
Girl, I'm getting me a pen and pad.
I'm like, wait. I just started sitting down. I pulled up the chair a bit closer. Wait a second. All right. Glamorizing suffering. Whoa, this is a word though.
Honestly, I really was glamorizing that, telling my friends, yeah, I'm working this many jobs, or I'm doing this, or, I am sticking it with this man so that, please, life for every single person is supposed to go your way. You are never supposed to be in a space in your life where you feel like things are not going your way, regardless of what's happening, right? And so I had to get to a point where I was like, what am I doing? Like, I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be spoiled by myself, by other people. I deserve to be supported. I deserve like divine power to surround me. I deserve softness and love and enjoyment. I deserve to enjoy my life because I have, and so does everybody have, one tantalizing life on this earth. You better live it for you and for nobody else. So in that space, you better find that sweet spot and find your happiness, because you just have to, as in you have to. For me, like, there's no other way. And so I had to get out of the mindset of like feeling like this suffering is getting me to my highest version. It wasn't. I was very much operating in a very low vibration, very shallow, lacking mindset. And I needed to leave that because I deserve the best. I deserve nothing but the world. I know that this life was made for me. My life was made for me, and I can't live it to suffer, or I can't live it for somebody else. I can't live it for the pleasure of somebody else. I can't live it for approval of somebody else. I need to do it for me. So it was choosing me, deciding that I cannot be living in this space where I feel like I am in a lacking mindset. I cannot be operating in a low vibration. I deserve better. I am worthy, period.
Goddamn.
I love that. Glenn and I were just talking about, we're like, girl, we gotta get up. I don't know where this came from. I don't know who originated this, but that we need to get free.
Free. I've been saying I gotta get free for years, child.
Because like
years.
just grinding, hustling, like this will eventually be something that we could probably do more like full-time, but we both still have full-time jobs. And we're just like, but that does not bring me joy.
Yeah.
It does, it's not cutting it. So I need to remove myself and get free and not glamorize like, oh my God, I'm working all the time and I'm doing this all the time and I'm miserable all the time. Like, I don't know. That's probably the fucked up part of capitalistic society, where we feel like that's what we have to do to be successful, but that's not
Yeah.
how success has to be defined.
And not at all. As in, like, that comes with the fall of the girl boss era, right?
Right.
Or this the fall of like hustle culture, where I'm gonna rest when I'm dead. I'm gonna sleep when I'm dead. Babe, no, you need to take care of yourself. You need to put yourself first. The only way you can give into your life, your community, your people, your friends, your family, whatever it is if you are at your very best. And as in, like, when I first like started going full time with social media, I worked myself until I got sick. I worked myself to the bone because I felt like I wouldn't be relevant if I wasn't posting. I wouldn't be seen by brands if I wasn't posting. I wouldn't be seen by my community if I wasn't actively engaging with my platform. And I did that to the point where I got sick, like really sick. And I was like, what am I doing this for? Who am I doing this for? Like, is it the corona vaccine that I'm creating? Please, I'm not Fauci. Fauci has his job. Like, I need to pour into myself so I can pour into my community or into just the people that I love. And yeah, as in girl bossing, there's the whole thing, like, you girl boss too close to the sun, you like burnt yourself. That's where I felt like I got to. And it's fine to have that hustle within you, but it has to have a balance.
Totally. And so what sort of daily decisions do you find yourself making to choose yourself? And I'm thinking this for people at home that are trying to make these shifts. If that means, I don't know, a meditation practice or staying in, even though people are asking you to come out and you don't really feel like it.
Yeah. As in, you have to set boundaries for yourself, and it looks different for different people. Like, for me, because I work in social media, like, when I was working my 9 to 5, I used to decompress scrolling on TikTok or scrolling on Instagram and watching videos and all that. But right now, like, my life is work, and what I do for work is life, and like, it's all the same thing. And so I had to set a boundary where I felt like at the end of the day, when I'm done creating content and responding to emails and engaging with my audience, what am I doing? Sitting down and then going back on Instagram? I can't do that. Like, so what is my boundary? So I had to set boundaries. Like, at a specific time, I'm off my socials. At a specific time, I am not on my phone. I'm just like hanging out with my friends or cooking or going on my hot girl walk or working out or, talking to friends and family. So I had to just set really strict boundaries with myself, because if not, I would just get stuck in it. Like, I was in vacation in January for 2 weeks, which was like the longest time I've taken vacation. And I was out in Puerto Rico, supposed to be living my best life, but I'm still on Instagram. I'm still on TikTok. I'm still emailing brands. I'm still emailing my team, when I should have just been like really spending that time to take care of myself and be with myself.
Yeah, and being present.
I made a face because we might have had a Puerto Rico crossing.
Yeah. When were you there? You said January?
Yeah, I was there at beginning of January to like mid-January.
That's when we were there.
Yo, the craziest thing, what part of Puerto Rico were you guys in?
Girl, we were all over the place.
But our place was in San Juan, but like not San Juan proper. But then we went to like different beaches. Like, we rented a car and we would just like drive to all these different beaches every day.
The chances that we probably crossed paths or were in the same place at the same time is really high, because Puerto Rico is really small.
I know.
I was in Condado in San Juan area. So okay.
Sure. I'm sure. You know what? We started the year with the same type of energy. We said we had to go be sexy and be on a beach, be someplace warm to start it off. And that makes me think that one of the first times I saw your page was when you tell the girls every summer that the body that they have is their summer body, right? When you're out on the beach, don't hide. You encourage women to wear that dress, wear that bathing suit, let your stomach out, back rolls are beautiful, all the above. Period. Why do you think that's important? And like, when did that message come to you? Why did you decide to share it? Specifically with the summer body. Just a
With
lot
a
of
summer
pressure there.
body, I think as in personally, I used to have the pressure where you need to have the summer body, right? You're like doing other things during the winter when it's cold. And then when it gets to summer, you have to be your very best, quote unquote, flat stomach, fat ass, abs, chiseled, all these things. You have to be that. And I thought that, I came from a very different culture. Like I was born and raised in Kenya. I moved here when I was 16. And so that was very much the norm. Every summer, everybody looks their very best, whatever that means to, each person. And so I felt like for a really long time, like I would just be living my life happily during the winter, colder months. And then when it gets to like, the brink of summer, I'm hustling to like work out, be on a diet, get my body, quote unquote, right, tight, all these things. And it was so exhausting because even though I would do all those things, I would still be so unhappy with my body. I would still be so unhappy with myself. And so I just had to figure out like, okay, then babe, like, what do you need to do for yourself? Because right now you're just living for the approval of other people. You're living for other people's, opinion of what you should look like. So what are we gonna do for you? It was a summer of, I had to but there was a summer where I was like, it has to be me season, babe. Like it has to be all about me. I am exhausted with trying to impress other people. So that's when my journey started personally, before I even started posting on socials and being like, whatever body I have right now, I love it. My body has a season and a reason for what it looks like and what it feels like and what it's doing. And we're going to embrace that and love that. And so I started doing that even before I started, posting on socials and talking about my body and my experience. And I also realized like there's other women out there who feel the same way. Like it just can't be me. They might be other, women or men or whoever who feels like, maybe I don't need to be working out right now. Maybe I just need to like embrace what is happening. We went through a pandemic and your body took you and carried you and protected you through the hardest time probably of your life. Embrace that. Love that. Like love your body for being so strong to take you through a whole pandemic. Instead of like, wondering like, oh, but my body needs to look like this, or it doesn't look good in a bathing suit. It doesn't look good in this dress. I'm going to save this until I lose weight. Like, yeah, just like do it now. Stop losing life for the approval of other people. Stop waiting to live your life to the fullest because you want to impress other people. And that's where it came for me. And I felt like, I already had a platform at that point and wanted to share it with, my audience or the rest of the world. So yeah.
Totally.
I think it's really important. Sorry, Glenn.
No, please.
That the point around like who you're doing it for. Because the girls know Sade is a vain queen. I'm getting ready for my 30th birthday. I'm in the gym. I'm trying to have the ass high, all of that. But genuinely, it's for my own joy, like that I want this for me. And I think that's the key distinguisher for a lot of people. Like if you're doing all of this for someone else to accept you, like you'll constantly change and mold your body because everyone's going to want something else.
Because I don't think that like when I've tried to get my body super tight, it's not for other people. It's not really for how other people look at me, but it's because of my own understanding of like society. And could that not have a, like, even though you're doing it for yourself, why does yourself want that? And why does yourself
true. It's definitely
that
probably
good?
It's probably influenced
so it's
by
still external.
Yeah, it probably is definitely influenced by what I deem to be beautiful. But for me, like when I said my back, like I've been doing a lot of like back workouts. Like I just think that that's like a sexy thing. And so like, I don't know, like, sure. Yes. And like, yes, I definitely think it's probably influenced, but I also think like, I feel amazing when I'm exercising. I feel amazing when I'm like just working on something and improving things because it makes me feel good. I'm sure there's
Yeah.
something I can unpack there.
No,
but-
no. I think you're really, hitting the nail on the head. It's what you want, what makes you feel good, right? Whether that is just living in your body the way it is right now, amazing. Whether it is like you being in the gym and working out, that's fine. Like, I think it doesn't have to be either or. You need to love yourself, your being, your essence, your magic, your body, your everything in whatever season and reason, right? So like for me, I love working out, but like I'm working out because I love having my body motion, but somebody else might be working out for a body goal, or somebody else might be not working out for something else, and that's fine. I think society has made it feel like it's either you love your body and you're like whatever, or you love your body and you're working out every day. It doesn't have to be that.
Right.
Like, your reason for wanting yourself to look a specific way and wanting yourself to be a specific way has nothing to do with society and why. Yeah, it has nothing to do with society and everything to do with you and your love for yourself. So I think all the things that you do and people do has to be rooted in your self-love.
And I think there's a fucked up, like, preconceived notion that if your body doesn't look a certain way, like, oh, you're not taking care of yourself, oh, you're not eating well, or you're not exercising. And it's like,
yeah,
that's not true.
That's not true. Like, I think, I don't know if you guys know about this, this creator. I can't think of their name right now, but she's a cancer survivor, also really good at yoga, is one of probably the most fittest athletic people I know, but doesn't have this body that everybody thinks is athletic or fit, right? But she would probably like rock it at any athletic thing that was brought to the table for them.
That's so real.
And yeah, I think people just need to understand that bodies come in different phases and different sizes and different looks and everything. And like, I don't know if we'll ever get to that point in society, but once we just realize like we're just like doing whatever the fuck we want with our bodies. Right now, I want to work out and that's what I want to do. And that's great for me because I love that, period. Maybe I want to work out and chill. Amazing. Maybe I don't want to work out and that's amazing. Like, I hope that in society, we can get to that point where we're just not giving a fuck what other people are doing with their bodies.
Yeah, I totally agreed. And I was going to expand this a little bit because you said something else in another post on your page that you decided to just stop hiding and stop hiding your body, but also you talked about like trying to change your accent or straightening your hair. So I just wondered if you could share more about the ways you found yourself hiding.
Yeah, I was born into like a very cross-cultural space. So I was born and raised in Kenya, but like have very heavy like Western European influence in the country. And so, like, for example, I go by Achieng Agutu right now, but for a really long time, I went by Annie, which is my English name. And I think I was raised into a space where I felt like I had to really be palatable for other people, especially white people. Like, I had to have my hair a specific way, straight hair, or even if I had braids, they would be up in a bun, something very timid. If I spoke, I only spoke in English, and I would try to speak not in a Kenyan accent or any accent. I would try and speak in a way that, somebody who was not Kenyan would understand me. I would dress a specific way so that people could receive me in a specific way. I would eat certain things so people could receive me in a specific way. I could hang out with people so I could be received in a specific way. And it was all about hiding who I was, hiding me as a Kenyan, Luo, African woman, me hiding myself as the vibrant, loud, vivacious person I am, me hiding myself as a creative, me hiding myself as Achieng, Achieng Agutu, like really doing everything to hide that. And it wasn't until I came to the States where I felt like very other.
Hmm.
I felt very like I wasn't a part of this, society or community. And that, I felt very ostracized for a really long time. And was wondering, like, as in, like, I've done everything, I've put on the weaves and the wigs. I have played all the games. I have spoken all the English I can. I have done all the classes. I have gone to all the games. I've done everything. What else can I do at this point? Because I don't feel welcomed. And I just was over that. I was so tired of trying to be palatable for a society that hated me, for a society that wanted nothing to do with me. So it just got to a point where it was like, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, I just need to pick myself. I need to do something right now, because I've done everything that I thought was in the book for me to be that acceptable Black woman. I couldn't do that anymore. And this was in college, actually. I had broken up with my white boyfriend at the time.
Oh, T.
Sade, please.
I've been there.
She had a white boyfriend in college too.
I'm like, come on.
You say, oh, Jesus.
Talk to me.
Broken up with my white boyfriend at the time and was like, well, what are we doing? At that point, I started going into therapy. And I was like, well, so this is me right now, pretty out of place, feeling disheveled. Like, what do I need to do? My therapist really like held my hand through that. And she was like, babe, like, you need to get back to your queen energy, because there is something there. Why is it not coming out right now? Like, you need to get in touch with yourself. It took a long time. But it took a long time of me waking up and choosing me as Achieng, choosing me as the person that I am, choosing me as the person that as the not people pleaser for months, probably years. I started this in 2017. I started my blog. I started Ordinary Noir. I started posting my affinity for everything, love, life, travel, Black women in luxury, Black women living their best lives, bad bitches is being bad bitches, like I just started posting about that, and it sort of like resonated with other people, and it made me kind of get back to my place, because I realized like people didn't want to see this aesthetic. They just wanted to feel something, and I wanted to feel something. I really wanted to feel something, and that's kind of just like where it started blossoming and budding.
Not to harp on this, but like, I feel like a lot of what you said translates back to this conversation around body positivity and self-love. Like, you were trying to kind of change yourself and mold yourself to be acceptable, to be palatable, but you could do that to death, right? So how do you accept yourself and start to strip things away, but still be like, but I'm good? Like, you want to be coming to the room, baddest bitch, wig on, nails done, lashes on, face beat, amazing. But also, could you come into the room with none of that and still feel confident? And I think that's what we always have to like strive for. I think that like we feel like, well, if you do all those things, like you can't love yourself. Like you got all this makeup on. No. There's space for both. And I think you talking about like the stripping, but also the stripping away. People gonna be like, the stripping, what?
Like she was a dancer.
No, like you get into that point where you have to like find that kind of like inner peace. I think that is really the goal. There's like a dichotomy, and that's what's dope, I think, about Black women, that we can do that.
Yeah, honestly. And the thing is that it doesn't have to be either or. I always try and make sure that I'm telling people it doesn't have to be either or. You don't have to be like this, stripped down person, or, this whole like, nails, all that. No, you are it. both ways.
Exactly.
You know, you are the moment, you are creme de la creme, you are fabulous. Like the only thing that stops that is how you view yourself in society, because you just need to be a bad bitch 24/7, 365 the way you are.
Exactly.
Regardless. Regardless, you know? Because listen, I'm a slay in a wig, I'm a slay with hair, without hair, I'm a slay without makeup, with makeup. Like
exactly.
That's just, I think that's where I really want women to get to. Like it's nothing about, oh, but I'm on for what? I'm on who? Oh, but my job for what? Oh, but my babe, it's you. You have one tantalizing life. You have to live this life for you. And I know it's hard. It takes time to get to that point, but you have, it's a must. I think, at least for me, the way I see it, it's a must. You have to get to a point when you are able and capable, and if you have the energy to love yourself so vibrantly and unconditionally and viciously.
Yes. Yes. You know, that makes me think something I'm working on in therapy right now is like negative self-talk and being like self-critical. And I think as we're talking about like the inner work that needs to happen, there's that like voice that'll creep in and be like, girl, no, you fucked that up. No, it wasn't good. Da, 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 da. And I wondered if you've ever had those, had those voices. I think we all have those voices, and you kind of alluded to you having had those, and I'm sure therapy helped. But if ever that voice ever creeps back in, is there something that you tell yourself? Is there a way that you shake that thought out of your head?
Yeah, I think I used to like always really psychoanalyze every feeling I had. Like, I'm sad, but why am I sad? What is the root of this feeling? Or I'm upset, I'm anxious. I really psychoanalyze it, and it would never help me at all. So I think I just had to get to a point where I was just like living in that cycle, and accepting like, yeah, I'm feeling anxious right now, and I don't have to pin it to something right now. All right. I'm just going to experience what I'm experiencing, feel the feelings, and then come out of it. I think my come out is always, I have a, what is it called? What is it in English? I can't think of the word. Yeah. I can't think of it. It's like upper
ebb and flow.
No, an ebb and flow, like something that gets you out of it, like an upper something. The people, like I've heard a lot of people.
Girl, I can't think of it in English either.
I know.
Something that gets you out of it.
I'm like, a stimulant? Drugs?
A stimulant? No drugs.
Shade has been just slandered, like spreading lies.
No, an upper, yes. An upper, like what gets you out of
it. A mood boost.
I love that. Like the mood boost, right? So like, it's like letting myself feel what I need to feel. Because if not, like if it's like, oh yeah, but I'm connecting it to this thing. I'm anxious because I'm traveling. I'm anxious. When you do that, I feel like I tend to not process exactly what's happening. So definitely something that's been really helpful for me is like writing, or like journaling, or something that my therapist told me is set 10 minutes to vent. Or whatever, it could be excitement, right? 10 minutes to just like, oh, I'm really excited about this, like, blah, blah. Or it could be anxiety or upset, or you're crying, like 10 minutes, vent, say whatever you want to say. And sometimes that's just like saying it out into the ether, like kind of just like helps you that you said it out instead of having it within yourself, because holding it sometimes feels heavy. It feels like you're holding 10 million grocery bags. Like, actually just like saying it out, like 10 minutes, like saying whatever you want. I'm upset right now because of this, or I hate it, or screaming or whatever. 10 minutes, get yourself together, write, cry, hard girl walk, I love to dance. I feel like I hold a ton of trauma within my body, which a lot of people, we all do. We all hold a lot of trauma within our body, and especially within our shoulders. That's why people are tense, jaws, clenched jaws, hips, knees. So just like moving, just even like a body roll for like a
little
good
sexy body roll.
a little sexy body roll for a really good like 3 minutes, whatever,
Yes.
even 30 seconds. Having your body in motion also like tells your mind like, oh, yo, okay, actually something is happening. I like this. Okay, serotonin. All right, vibes. So like, yeah, for me, definitely, I would say journaling. I would say my 10-minute vent session, whether it's happiness, greatness, crying, whatever. And having my body in motion, moving that body. But also like, yeah, I love reaching out to my community of friends. Like I feel like really blessed to have people who are like, so what's popping? What's up? You want to talk? You know? So yeah, reaching out and leaning on my community as well.
Totally. And I was also asking that too, because even with all the confidence you've cultivated, do you ever still have moments when you put on a dress and you're like, oh, I'm not liking how this is looking? And then do you just push through it regardless? Or, I mean, you could change the dress, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I do. I have times where I've like, seen the dress online as like, damn, that looks good. I know I'm gonna kill, I'm gonna eat, no crumbs left. And I put it on and I hate it because maybe that day I'm having a really bad body day. Or that day I'm just having a bad day and not loving anything, not loving my makeup, not loving my outfit, not loving what I made, not loving how I'm interacting with people. And yeah, I think it's on in those moments where I have to take a step back and like really just like get back to myself and connect with myself. For a really long time, I felt like I was in this place where I felt like, you're sad, no worries, you're happy, you're fine, like you're a bad bitch, don't no like I'm having a bad day today and that's okay. I'm having a bad day and I'm not loving the way I look in this dress, or I'm not loving the way my body looks, and that's okay, right? But the thing that I was told by my therapist is to have those days but also still live life. Right?
Yes.
I'm feeling really upset today, but I'm gonna go play tennis when I'm upset, or I'm feeling anxious today, but I'm gonna do this thing even though I'm anxious. Like living your life through those, because sometimes I felt like I was really like down in the depths. Like I would be upset and I would be upset for like 3 days, not want to do anything, like really it would take over my life. But have those things happen in parallel with all the things that are happening also in your life. Like, like the other day I was just feeling really, really sad. It was because of a man. Boo, whatever. I was feeling sad and I was like whatever. I had already been indoors for a while and I was like, I'm just going to stay indoors. But I was like, but I want to do things. I want to go hang out with my friends and my friend's birthday weekend. And I just started tennis class. I'm on my Serena Williams shit, like, so I was like, I'm just going to feel sad about this shit, but still celebrate my friend. I'm going to be sad and play tennis. I'm going to be sad and go shopping in Soho. I'm going to be sad and cook my food. I'm going to be sad and move, to New York, whatever. So that's also something that I'm trying to do, where like, these emotions don't have to take over my life, don't have to take over my whole day and my entire week. You have to feel them. You can't push them away. You need to feel them so that you can process them and have them, be a part of your growth.
Right. Exactly. And you got to keep living.
I feel like a big part of that too is like expectations of how other people like they want you to be like, oh, like you're always so happy, like why are you sad? But I feel like we need to like normalize going to your friend's dinner or to your friend's birthday and be like, girl, I'm in my feelings, but I'm here for you. Just rock out with me and ride with me. And for your friend to be like, thank you for showing up.
That's it.
I know you're in your bag and we're gonna keep it moving.
Yeah.
Not
like,
always having to
you're
put on a
stank.
show.
Why are you
Right.
bring your stank? You could have stayed home, you know?
Right.
Literally.
Like, no, I'm stank and I'm out.
And I'm out living my best life, and that's what we're gonna do.
Right.
So yes,
Right.
absolutely.
Listen, don't let people hear this episode. They're gonna start acting up.
Acting up.
They really
Yo, we
are.
still got a lot of summer left and a whole lot of a lot of tantalizing life to live.
Gent-
So just get in your
period.
bag.
Yeah, please.
Before we let you go, you did mention a boy.
All right. I was like,
ask,
run it back.
Achieng, you seem like you like wealthy men. I just gotta say, you seem like, am I picking up? Is that correct?
You spoke the truth. You did not say a single fib. You did not fib. You did not lie. No, yes, I do. Please, I do. Absolutely. You know,
keep going. Yes.
No, absolutely. I think I have a lot to say. I'll let you finish.
Well, yeah, because right now I think there's a lot of discourse online about how women think that men have to have the bag and like, what are you bringing to the damn table conversation? All those conversations are very old and like tired.
Yeah.
But yeah, just why do you? I mean, I at this point I want to be with a wealthy man too because I make some money and I just want them to make some money too, and I want them to make more money than me because I don't really want to have to spend my money. I'm sorry, and I want to do like really nice, beautiful things together.
Yes. No, absolutely, babe. Like, listen, I know women need to set their standard and stand by it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Because how is it that men are out here saying, I want a woman who's like this, who can get literally the list is endless. It's giving a CVS receipt and you just bought Dawn detergent. It's giving, you know what I mean? It's giving a long sheet. And I feel like women feel like they need to like just like settle for what is there, especially women who are like doing great in their in like their careers or whatever, or just women in general. Like you feel like you need to just like settle for what's there because that's the man. Set your standard and live by it, especially for Black women, babe. Please, there's a man out there who is exactly at your level, what you want, what you need. Don't settle for less because why are you associating yourself with mediocrity? Why? Because all you're doing is associating yourself with the lower version and a low vibrating version of yourself. You deserve it. You deserve the creme de la creme. You deserve to be loved. You deserve pure, raw, genuine, exciting, vibrant love 24/7, 365. And there's men out there who are willing to give. If a man is out here saying, oh, but you're high standard, you're high maintenance, oh, but you want me to do this, but no, babe. That's a man that's not on your level. That's a man who doesn't deserve your time. Stick to your standard. If you lower your standard, send me your address because I'm fighting you. I'm on site. Absolutely on site. I'm ready and I'm coming. I'm coming with all the women out here, because I feel like I've really dated men who are trash, basura, like literally trash because I know I deserve the creme de la creme. I deserve the world. And there is a space for you out there to experience that and more. Never settle for anything that is less than what you deserve anytime. So yes, honey, I'm a data man with money. I don't care how much money I'm making. I could be making $10 million, but I'm going to spend your dollars, baby.
Okay, wait. I have one last question though, because you're clearly a very confident woman. How is it dating? Like, do men ever feel like, oh my God, I can't keep up. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna handle her? Like, what does that feel like in the dating world?
Yeah, it's so interesting. I think there's been like a lot of men who feel like I'm giving very much masculine energy because I boo them because they're like, oh, it feels like I bought myself a bag because that's what I do, right? I bought myself a bag and I wore this bag to this date with this man I was seeing, and he was like making it seem like I was I don't know how to, he said like I had a chip on my shoulder because like I'm like doing things for myself because I don't think a man can do it for me, or I haven't found a man who can do it for me. But babe, no, I can do it for myself. Then what else do you bring to this
So
table?
go take me to buy a bag.
So take me to buy a bag, because I think like at this point, like I think he was just, all he was bringing to the table was like a good face and good dick. Like, honey, what else? You know,
those people,
so
those
like,
they serve their purpose.
They serve their purpose in this
Like,
society, and
there.
I really kudos to them. They should
in this society.
I know, no, they really do, and I feel like, you know, they should really start a support group. But I think what I'm feeling is that men should never feel men should never feel like, not me to tell men what they should do, but I will. Don't feel insecure. You know, I think that's what I felt a lot in dating men who are not at, I'm gonna say this, I'm just gonna say it, men who are not at my level.
Yeah,
that's a reality.
That's the reality. You know, I just felt like it was always like, what are you doing? You're just going to post online and drink champagne and tell people that they're amazing? Me, a whole me, the tantalizing confidence queen. You're mad. Or being like, oh, you don't even know how to spend money. You don't know how to make money. Honey, you don't know me. You know, it was always a thing of insecurity where it was always like bringing me down. But once I started dating men like who are at my level, who understand what I do, me as a woman, my energy, my confidence, my essence, changed the game. Right? Because there's no competition. I don't have to prove anything. I'm just a princess, and that's all.
Yes, I really just want to feel like a princess. I want to get spoiled a little bit, you know.
You know,
look at Glenn.
And I know it's also like not necessarily like even monetary wise, but like somebody who sees you not as competition, but as a woman living her life, living in her prime, and that we can coexist in that space as partners and grow as partners, as opposed to it being like we're fighting, or it's this, or money this, or the. No, babe, let's be serious, let's be focused.
You're not lying. You're not lying. Know? Like when you say on your level, there's a lot of levels to your level, and it's
there's
like,
a lot of like, yes,
you can't come see me if we're not going to be here, because I'm not going to do this song and dance with you while you boohooing in the corner. So
not at all.
No, because I've been through a trail of insecure men, child, and it's just been nothing but headaches.
Come to me when you're ready.
Come to me when you're ready. Please come to me when you're ready. Like, come correct or don't come at all.
Right. That's really it.
That's it. That's all. Achieng, you were fantastic.
Literally.
We're gonna have to offline because I think we live in the same city. So we might have to do a little link up. A bad bitch link up. Hey, you already know.
Period. Yes.
Please tell the people where they can find you. If there's anything exciting you want to announce, anything coming up, please let the girls know.
Yes. Spill.
As in, so thank you so much for having me here. This was so fun. I wish we could be here longer, please. But you can find me being a tantalizing sexy human on the internet at No Ordinary Noir on TikTok and Instagram. There's some fun things that are coming up that I can't really talk about right now, but it's something tangible. So be excited for that.
Yes. Well, so we'll look out for it. We'll follow you.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. I love this. Thank you so much. Like, I think it's so important that our listeners hear this and really like bring this with them, especially around this time of the year. I feel like people start to really get in their head. Oh, hot girl summer, body this, men that. And it's like, girl, do you? And they will come.
And they will come. Like the thing, as in I can leave people with is like, one, life is always supposed to go right for you. It is always supposed to go right for you. You have to live your best life in whatever capacity that you can right now, in whatever situation, experience you're having right now. Babe, life is like I just don't even know how to describe it. I just want to like shout to people like, you are really living in your prime. And even if you're not feeling it right now, it is coming. It is here. It is literally at the tip of your tongue. When it comes to like, just like, men, honey, bestie, you're a bad bitch. You are the prize every day, 24/7, 365. You are the baddest bitch that has ever walked this land since Queen Nefertiti. So act as such. Okay, stop settling for some bum ass men. Live your life knowing that you are the baddest bitch, period. And when it comes to you being a queen, you're it. Own it. You're worthy. You're magical. Your essence is literally so divine. Eat it, feel it, taste it, be it, period.
Are you our generation's like
How do you do? And I'm like, how does she do that like that?
What is going
You
on?
gotta have a soul summit or something,
Right?
or like a
Women's circle.
Yes,
Gonna do
the
it.
circle.
Gonna do it. Yes, absolutely.
Iconic. Thank you again. Truly. Like,
Thank you.
And
so
come back
happy that you
anytime,
came.
please.
Please.
You guys are fabulous. This was amazing. Y'all, kisses. Thank you so much for having me.
Love.
What would you do?
I'm obsessed with Achieng. Literally
She's
obsessed with
amazing.
her.
She's
Like,
amazing.
We definitely gonna have a link up with her, and I'm gonna just like go back and look at her videos whenever I need a little moment. And I suggest that the listeners do too, just bitchery.
Something I was thinking about before we get into the what would you do is like, this might sound so simple and silly, but it's crazy how like your own insecurities like get in your head and then you like project. So it's like, if you think your hair doesn't look good that day, and then someone's like, oh my God, let me see your hair or whatever. And then you're like, you get like super self-conscious, but like that person might not be thinking shit about your hair, but you've created this whole narrative about that thing that you're uncomfortable with. Once you stop giving a fuck about that thing, then it literally doesn't matter.
And then it's crazy. This is what I talked about in therapy today for like 20 minutes, literally the same shit. Like, because you'll think that if somebody makes a comment about your hair, that they're actually thinking that it looks bad or something, or
right.
That
but
if
you,
somebody
because
looks
maybe
at you and
felt like it,
right? If they look you up and down, or like look at you like, oh, okay, dress, you might be like, see, I knew the dress looked stupid, right? Or like whatever. Like you just create a whole projection. And this is the thing I was kind of trying to get at in our talk with Achieng, and like this thing that I'm working on with like negative thinking patterns or whatever. I'm always thinking that I know what people are thinking about me, but you literally just have no idea. And usually people are not checking for you like that as much as you think they are.
Literally. And okay, in my own narcissist spin on it, but I feel like, I'm sorry, everyone needs a little Leo energy. People are always like, how are you so confident? Because it's genuinely like, often when I go outside, I'm like, you look amazing. So like, if someone's looking at me, I'm like, they're looking at me because
I look amazing.
Because I look amazing, or like they want to hit on me. But when I have my moments,
bitch,
and I get in my head, oh, bitch, I think everybody want me. It's crazy. But no, when I have my moments and I get into my head, then I start nitpicking like, oh, they're looking at my eyebrows. My eyebrows have done. Like, bitch, nobody knows what your eyebrows look like when they're done and they're not. Like, maybe your girl's gonna clock you, but like, for the most part, you're fine. It's like when you're around white people and your hair's not done and you don't really care.
And yo, bring that energy.
But like, if you were around a group of Black women, you'd be like, oh Lord, my tracks is showing, or like the wig is showing.
I mean, I will say that doesn't mean that you just be out here with tracks.
No. But do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like
exactly
when you're around white
mean.
people and they have no idea like what it's supposed to look like you don't care. It's like, bring a little bit of that.
Yes.
Obviously, show up as your best, be your best self, but there's going to be times where you are not perfect, and that is okay. Still love yourself. Still know that you're a bad bitch.
And I also think something that I just had a little moment of learning this weekend, where you don't be afraid to just like pop out and just kind of like do the most. Like that dress that we both rented, it's like that purple dress. I forgot the name of the brand. It's this like
I love
UK
that
brand,
but I don't know what it is.
Bitch, when I put that dress on, I was like, whoa. Like the way my ass was assing. And I was going to this like art event, and it's this like pale purple dress. Like it felt like I was doing too much. Like I was doing a lot. Yes.
I want to see pictures.
I got a picture of it. The shit looked so fire. And I texted my friends I was gonna go meet, like, y'all, I feel like I look like I'm going to Miami. Like this is like not the look. It feels like it's not right for the occasion, but I'm late already. I'm gonna throw it on. I feel like, and I was a little bit self-conscious about me doing too much. But then once I started walking in it, I was like, bitch, you are eating right now. And then when I went to this party, people was on the D. I love that dress. Oh my God.
And your energy also translates.
Exactly, because I was stepping into it. I was just like feeling myself so much.
If you're like all in a shell, people might be like, But if you walk in like, yes,
I have arrived.
Yeah, love that conversation.
It brings up a lot. Into that for the rest of the summer. I'm like this is a call to the listeners, and
100%. I mean, bitch, my hair is not done. I have no lashes. I have no
nails.
I need to get my eyebrows done. There's just so much, and I literally don't give a fuck. Now, come the end of the month,
when you do re-up.
When I do re-up, oh!
Wait, so are you waiting for your birthday until you... Are you waiting for your birthday before you do all that stuff?
Yes, because why would I do this stuff and then turn around and do it again in 2 weeks? I'm not rich.
Girl, we leave in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Like, I'm not going to anybody to get my nails done. My hair is not just going to be a little braid. Like true, these lashes are going to be giving you like I'm doing it all. I'm doing it all. So right now I'm also kind of enjoying this like bareness, since I'm about to go like, I'm about to be a whole drag queen whole time.
Oh my God.
Over the top. Over the top. Let's get into this. What would you do? Let's get into this. What would you do? I felt like we had to have like a little debrief after that conversation, because it just brought up so many like points. But anyways,
it came at the right time.
We're gonna anonymize. Is that a word?
I don't think that's a word. I think you could say we're going to make this anonymous.
Yes, it is.
You can say we're going to anonymize it. The act of making it anonymous.
Anonymized testing of routine blood samples is the example. Oh, but it's an adjective, not a verb. Whatever. We're going to make this anonymous.
That's how you do it.
I'm still going to check that though, because I feel like there might be some type of verb. But yes, a friend told us a story and basically shared that their partner. Okay, so for one, the friend was snooping up in a partner shit.
Right.
So that's the one.
I feel like we should read it in their voice so that it's a proper. What would you do?
No, keep it anonymous.
They won't know. Nobody. Okay, continue.
So basically, the friend, because you see, I'm not even getting into pronouns. The friend,
right? True.
Was going through their partner's drawer and found that their partner had like very sexy lingerie. Seemed like there were some type of like sex toys or just like very sexual. Like these just weren't like sexy panties or bottoms. Like it's was
giving like straps, laces, garters,
right. All of that. And was like, I've never seen none of these before. These have never been worn for me before. So should I be like in my feelings? Should I bring it up? And it was so funny because we were like, oh, look at this. What would you do right here, right now in the Black Girls Texting group chat? Right. And I felt like it'd be interesting to bring it to the show because we didn't really expound that much, but also I'm curious what the listeners think about it. Like, has that ever happened to you? Is that something that would frustrate you? But what were your thoughts, Glenise?
Yeah, I feel like I would see that and be like, damn, do you have a whole like, and even if me and my partner were already having like very freaky sex or whatever, I'd be like, damn, is there still like another side of you that I don't know? Am I not fulfilling you in some kind of way?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you not bringing this out? Before we met, were you living a different kind of life? I think it was more just like, and this is what happened when you go searching for stuff. You see other parts of people's lives, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it just felt like,
Don't
I think I would
it?
feel like, damn, is there some stuff? But then there's also a lot of things. That person's former partner could have bought them all that stuff and they never wore it, but they just kept it. Like, you never know. I don't know. The way that it seemed like our friend was taking it was like, damn, I want you to wear that type of shit for me, right? And I think they also felt like, damn, is there also like another part of your life that I'm not privy to? But I think that what's interesting is how to bring it up to your partner. That you want them to like incorporate some of that sexiness into the bedroom without exposing the fact that you were snooping.
That's the key part. That is definitely the key part. Funny when you were like, oh, maybe a previous partner bought them that. Like, that's when I would be like, I don't like that. But everything else, I feel like it goes back to the conversations we had about like insecurities and projecting. Like, you can't like overthink it or get too in your head about it. But I think it allows you to, I mean, you have to be subtle. You can't be like, I went through your shit. Do not admit to going through their shit. I'm sorry. I don't care. Carry the white lie to the motherfucking grave. Don't admit it. Don't admit it. Don't admit it. Unless you have the type of partner that can really receive that, don't admit it, because they're gonna be looking at you like you crazy because you did some crazy shit.
I mean, granted, just poking around in the drawer, if you were like helping clean up, maybe you were putting something
that's not
away.
what you were doing. No, you went looking.
I was looking for a t-shirt.
I've been so tempted to go through my current man's shit, like through all the time, or like go through stuff, because it's just like a natural inclination of nosiness. But then I'm like, bitch, mind your fucking business.
I mean, that's like, it's just like a curiosity, and you just
want to like
curiosity. Look at their little knickknacks and things.
Not that I'm like,
I looked through somebody's shit before and I saw some shit I didn't want to see.
Bitch, I slipped through somebody's shit and got fucking dumped.
Right. Like, yo, I was just looking at postcards that their friends sent them. They were like tacked up on a wall, and I'm reading it like, who now? Good luck with who and what?
Yep. When you go looking, it will find you. But back to the incorporating like sexy shit into your routine, if that's something that you want. I feel like we both said like, take this person out, or like plan a sexy evening and like have the conversation that you want to explore this more like kinky side. Share what you like, what you don't like. Shit, whole time I need to do that.
I think I was also suggesting that no, I don't know. It can be hard when you just spring some like lingerie on your partner. I just remembered something. It was so great. One time somebody texted me like, it's just so nasty. I don't even know. There's just ways to do it.
Somebody texted you what?
They texted me like, hey, I have a question. And I was like, oh God, people do that. I'm like, oh God, about to get dark. And they were like, what happened to them thongs you used to be wearing? Like, I like pulling them to the side.
Oh, I love that.
And then I was like, oh, say less. I will put it on. And then every time we got together, I had one on. And then I got excited about it, and I started ordering whole fucking sets. I'd be like, what color do you want me to wear?
Ooh.
Yes, girl, shit was hot. Now, I had it on at one point.
Right.
So that's, but in that moment, I realized that was like his thing. Like, I didn't know that was like what he was into.
Or you could buy your partner something that you want them to wear.
Does that feel forced and feels like what if your man, I've seen that backfire on people before, and I don't know where. It was definitely like on a TV show.
I mean, you have to know who the person is. Like, if my man bought me some like OD girly ass lingerie, I would probably be like,
Like something
No, I'd
like
probably do it. but I probably wouldn't be as into it. Like I need more like dark and black and
yeah,
but sure, I'd still do it because I love the fantasy.
exactly. You're like, no, I'd probably do it.
Yeah, I'm like, I would do it. And then I'd have this whole like, oh my God. Like I'd talk like that the whole night.
You're so ridiculous.
But yeah, I think they just have to bring it up.
Yeah.
Not the snooping, but
No.
just be like, yo, I want us to explore, more kinky side, sexy side. Like, what do you like? What are you into?
I like that. Put it on them. Just ask the question.
Yeah, like I like this. Do you like this? I want to try this. Do you want to try this?
Yes. That's good advice. That's well said. That's well said.
Mhm.
Well, this was a fab episode. Excited.
It was
for
lovely.
the girls. And that's it. That's all.
Yes. Before we go out, I want to share with the dolls our upcoming endeavor. I just need to pull up the language to make sure I'm speaking to it correctly. But Franco, you can edit this out. So Black Girls Texting is going to be in attendance at the Let's Get Free Carnival. This is a really, really dope like festival event that'll be taking place in New York City at Flushing Meadows Corona Park in Queens, actually, August 20th and August 21st. The lineup includes Missy Elliott, Wizkid, Anderson .Paak, The Free Nationals, Ozuna, El Alfa, Kali Uchi.
Shanae Aiko. There's also
Shanae
this artist called
Aiko.
Pablo Vittar that is so fire. Remember Sean and I were listening to Pablo and the song was like, follow me.
That's
You don't remember.
oh,
That person
no.
is going to be performing.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Flatbush Zombies, Major Lazer, just like the list goes on and on and on. There's actually was a pre-sale registration for Queens residents first that opened up in March.
I like that.
And then it opened up to the general public after. So you can go and get you some tickets. We will be there in the audience, interviewing people, chatting with people, seeing how your experience is. So pull up on us. We're really excited.
See us, say what's up.
Please do. Please do. Me and Glenn always talking about getting free. This is a fucking sign.
Get free. Let's get free.
It's a fucking sign.
You know I love a sign. So now I'm like, is it? Oh my God, it is.
Hey, you never fucking know, but all I know is I'm gonna be there throwing ass.
Period. Absolutely will be.
In my city.
Right. Confident as fuck. Word to Achieng. We are missing Chelsea to take us out. I will try to do my best.
Do your best.
Follow us on Instagram at Black Girls Texting. We're on Twitter at Black Girls Text 1. Sign up for Patreon if you want some exclusive content. I think it's patreon.com/Black Girls Texting.
Yes, it is.
We still have merch. If you want to just, get something warm right now, even though it's hot as fuck outside, blackgirlstexting.com. I would say sign up for the newsletter so you can stay in touch and in tune for these events when they come out this summer. I think that's it. We're also on TikTok, Black Girls Texting. Yes.
Don't know how to use that, but
me neither.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Bye.
Bye.